Hi, welcome to the show. I'm here with Heather Johnson of the Hanover County CSB. She leads the county's after-school program at Gandy Elementary School, where she serves 40 elementary and middle school students. It's a big job, Heather. Hats off to you for that. She teaches them leadership skills, life skills, and physical fitness. She is also the advisor of Teens Care 2 Coalition, a group of teenagers who influence their peers to make healthy choices and refrain from using tobacco, drugs, and alcohol. So Heather has been engaging students in unique ways since the start of the pandemic. And she's going to share some fun and engaging activities that she's been using with youth and families that you guys can do at home to strengthen your relationships with your kids and with your families and sharpen their skills while they're still out of school, right? So Heather, thank you for joining us. And I understand that you've brought some activities with us. So show us what you've got.
Yes, thank you, Laura. I'm happy to be here. I want to just kind of start with some at-home active activities that can be done inside or outside if you choose to take them out there. One of my favorites that even me and my daughter have done at home has been you just get a deck of cards. Each suit, you can make up any action to go with it. Frog jumps. We've even done like holding yoga poses, for a certain amount of seconds, things like that. So you just go through, you pick up a card, say it's a 10 of clubs, and we picked frog jumps for clubs. So then you do 10 frog jumps, then you move on to the next one. And our goal is always to kind of get through the whole deck, but it seems like not that many, but it can be very challenging. So that's been a popular one I've seen at home, and we've given to the local families and after school kids. So hopefully that's been a success at home as well. So another thing I've been seeing is just, it seems basic, but a workout chart. You are just each day marking how many minutes you've been active, and you'll see just the interest of the child kind of increase. Like, oh, I was only active 10 minutes, out of this whole, 10 hours I've been awake. So then I've seen siblings kind of each track what they're doing each day, where they might start with 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and just see. Then at the end of the week, they see who's had the most active minutes, and winner gets to pick dinner or any type of fun movie at home, something like that, just to kind of keep the motivation up,
Some healthy sibling competition.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another thing I've also seen, and even my mom has done this with our nephews and stuff like that, is scavenger hunts. Indoors, can be done outdoors. We've done it on Instagram with bring me something purple and 10 inches long. You're just searching through the house. You can also do that through Zoom, like if you're hosting a group, you just hold up, bring me a pair of sunglasses. So the kids are running throughout the house, bringing it back, and they're breathing hard, so that's even thinking about creative ways like that, just trying to stay active as well. My stepdaughter had to do that, and she's running up and down the steps, and she's, I'm out of breath, and all along her cheering coach, it's like, this is why we're doing this. So just keeping creative ways of them staying active. The last one I have for the active at home is YouTube has been an amazing resource right now. They've put up free workouts. Vimeo, if I'm saying that right, also has a lot. They have the free Beachbody kid workouts, parent workouts, kid and parent together workouts. So they have a 30-day free trial. You can sign up for it. You just need your name and email, and it's 30 days. They even have educational videos on there as well. Just other kids uploading videos of stuff they're doing at home too. So it's another awesome resource.
I like you mentioned the Beachbody videos. Those are intense. The kids can learn dance moves along with getting exercise, which I thought was really cool about those free Beachbody videos. So great.
And it's neat to do that with the parent too. You're in there doing Zumba together, and you feel silly, but that's we're at home and we need to connect and have fun and relax too. So that's been one of my favorite ones. So moving on from active. So these are more kind of, I don't want to say all experiment type, but just more hands-on sensory involved activities. Every kid loves slime. So I picked a taste safe. This does not mean you can eat it, but it's all ingredients from your house. So this is cornstarch and water. I added, one recipe said chia seeds. I picked like colorful star sprinkles or marshmallows, or just to get that sensory and just to be able to just relax and play with that. And it can be a stress reliever as well. I've seen a lot of parents also be involved in that. I know slime can be quite a messy, to do, but it can be a good bonding time too, with the sensory and the talking about different feelings and stuff like that too. So they also have you can make paint that's taste safe. Again, we do not want to eat it, but if your child just happens to, lick it, it's no harm. And you can do different colors of paint with just salt and flour and water, and then you just put your food coloring in and you have your at-home make your own paint. So that's been one I've actually done at home as well, just to test all this stuff out to make sure it works. And it's amazing, and you can do whatever shade you want. So that's been helpful for when you have a kid that's like, I want purple though, or I want this color or that color, and it's not in your kit. So one other thing we've done at home a lot is different slushy experiments. Pretty much any juice or soda, anything in your refrigerator, we've tested how long does it take. We were outside, we'll say we'll come back in an hour and see, and we kind of monitor. We say how long we think it will take, to become frozen.
I wanted to interject just for a second, because what you're talking about is really neat, like with the slime and the slushies and all this, because you can also talk about, like the science behind it, if that's something a conversation that you want to have with your kid, or look up some videos about that. So that's great for their brain development in that way. But then you also touched on how it's, important for sensory, right? And so that's also really important for brain development, and important for that mind-body connection we're always talking about. When we're stressed out, we kind of break from that, right? And so we become almost a little detached from our bodies, right? Because we become so stressed out. And so having sensory activities like that can bring you back, in touch, right, with how you're feeling, what you're feeling with your body and your senses. And then it can be a great conversation starter.
Yes.
With kids. Kids start to relax a little bit more, might start to talk, about maybe some deeper feelings, right, that they're having, about missing their friends or missing school, or whatever sort of is going on in their lives at that point. So I love these activities are accessible. They're simple, right? Anyone can do them, because, it's just it's household stuff, right? Stuff that you have in your pantry, but there's so much that can be pulled from it, so much that kids and families can get out of these activities. So thank you for sharing the sensory ones as well as the active ones.
Yes. My last activity for kind of at home, super practical, is just the trash art. You just collect, it could be stuff from outside as well, leaves, sticks, old Pop-Tart boxes, toilet paper rolls, and just that out of the box thinking. You can put a parameter around it, create any building, or you can just let your kid go free and really, spark that out of the box thinking right now too, that they're, could be missing out from school as well. Okay, my last little tidbit is kind of aimed toward older kids, middle and high schoolers, as they can be harder to engage at home and stuff. So some of the things I've been kind of ways to interact with our middle schoolers is we started an Instagram page. Social media, I'm telling you, is the way to get to them. So we put up daily questions, riddles, even facts about each other. So we're still continuing that connection with each other and learning about each other, even though we are not face-to-face. So that's actually been really cool and helpful to see. And then it sparks the chat with me with them. So say if they win a prize, and then, I have to reach out, oh, how are you doing? So it keeps that connection, and then they can reach out to me, where's the question? So sometimes I kind of wait till later, just to see, and they'll message me, well, Miss Heather, where is it? So that's been really nice to see, engaging them through, meeting them where they're at, which I think is very important right now. Another different challenge is, you probably might have seen them online, is bingo challenges, quarantine challenges. Each section can be anything from an active piece like doing 50 jumping jacks or cleaning out your closet of old clothes to donate. Calling 10 people and telling them that you love them. Because you have loved ones at home as well, maybe older or younger, that are, stuck at home, and just to brighten their day, and then, giving to someone else can brighten your own as well. One last thing for the older, population is cooking. We at home especially, this is a good time to really connect and cook and learn, and the process of recipes and the stepping stones of those. I learned that my stepdaughter didn't know how to turn on the oven. So it was, okay, there we go. So now we are cooking. We do a lot of 3 or 4 ingredient recipes. Example, baked apples. It's really simple: apples, sugar, cinnamon, butter. And she cooks them up, and they're amazing. And she's, putting them all out, and she's serving us. And she just, that really accomplishment and feeling proud of that was really nice to see. And
how delicious for everyone.
Yes. So, of course, we're sitting there like, oh, okay. And also making dog treats. Those are super simple, 2 or 3 ingredients. We made some and, put them around in mailboxes around our neighborhood. Just any way to she's learning, and we're giving back to our community as well. So it's been a really good experience doing cooking and that way of connection.
Awesome. Heather, thank you for sharing all those activities. Are there any really awesome resources besides the one that you have mentioned that you feel like youth and parents should know about that have gone over really well with your students?
One big one that I've used a lot is Big Life Journal. You can just Google them online. They just have really awesome mindfulness topics, open-ended questions, reflection, because this is tough. The kids are not experiencing their regular social daily to-do, so they really leave these big open questions for these kids to really feel and think about what they're feeling right now, and work on their self-esteem, inspiration, connecting to their community. I mean, they have so many. You can sign up. You get free weekly packets. The last one I got was like 14 pages. So it's an awesome resource. YouTube I mentioned, Vimeo, and also just connect with your local school. I know like the elementary schools, the teachers, all the resource teachers are posting weekly art activities or daily workouts with Miss Birch, or for example. So that's been really cool to see and look at all the elementary school sites as well.
What a great way for them to stay connected to their school during this time.
And to see their teachers and to keep that drive for school. I agree.
Well, thank you, Heather, for being on the show, and thank you, viewers, for watching. If you have any questions for us or are looking for additional resources for youth and families, please feel free to message us, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Stay safe and have a great day.
Thank you.